Hey guys, Britto here. Welcome back to our Rags to Riches series here in No Man's Land. We are for episode number 3. Last episode, decided to jump up on the fence here, to cut all the grass around this area. Did take a fair while. It's quite slow using this tractor. I have had a look at a windrower. We can get a windrower for about $2,000. Where are we? Windrower, $2,000. It's only 2.9 meters wide, but that'll still help us be able to bring two sides into one decent sized swath in the middle. And I also looked at loading wagons, ones they've currently got available. You know, there's 25,000, 3,400 here, or there's 675 for a bit older one compared to this. So this is one we should go with, but we just don't have enough power to power this thing. So what I was looking at is the shop has available a tandem tractor here, which is quite interesting. Obviously, the same tractor but times 2, which looks really strange. So they've got the same Vigneron or Frutetto. Not quite sure what the difference is there. Or they have a Fent 4S, which I was looking at. I think the Fent would be a little bit better for us in our farm. No front attachment. We could probably put a weight on the front potentially. We can put a beacon on it too, which is a bonus for extra $25. So I think we need to save some money. Get up to about 15,000 and buy the Fent tractor. I think that's what we need to do next. And then we need to obviously get the windrower, another 2,000, plus the loading wagon. So that's 18,000. Plus we need a bunker silo, which is another 5.5. So we need about 25,000, I think, to be able to do what we need to do. But I was talking to the guys at the shop about these logs, and they said that the previous owner didn't have any orders for it. As far as they know, he's just left things behind that he had cut down ready. Potentially he was turning it into firewood. As you can see here, he was cutting up some wood and that sort of stuff, and just left the big logs here. So they weren't quite sure if he was going to turn it into some bigger chunks of firewood or wood chip it or something. So they said that if it's on our land and we own it, then it's ours. We might as well use it. So let's throw that in there and see how much money we get. I think let's hope we can get it nearly enough to buy a tractor at least. That'll save us a lot more time, and we'll have to cut down a lot less trees then. So that's like a $3,000 piece of wood. That is really good. Try and get that one to keep going in. It's just struggling a little bit to stay in there. That one should do a little bit better. I'd say we're definitely going to get enough money to buy our new tractor, which would be great. Definitely not going to sell this guy. He's going to stay on the farm. He'll probably stay on the farm forever, to be honest. He might even just be, placed somewhere just for looks. We might even be able to use him for something later on. Maybe some work with cows or chickens or something later on, if that's what we're going to go with. So we need some ideas as well from you guys as to what our goals should be long term. Own the whole of No Man's Land, or should we start up like a huge chicken farm and produce a certain amount of eggs, a certain amount of chickens? Should we go with cows or pigs or sheep or even horses? You guys have some input and let me know what you guys think that we should have as like a target goal. This is definitely going to give us enough to buy that tractor. I told them that I'll be back in a few days, I think, to buy that tractor, but I think we're going to be back there today, which is great. We're definitely going to be back there today. So that's a lot of money in our pocket for something that was just laying around from the last guy. So imagine if he had done this before he left, you'd be, what, about $15,000, $20,000 richer than what he is now. Alright, so let's buy our Fent 4S with a beacon, of course. We can change the tyres. I don't think, it really doesn't make a difference for me, to be honest. So we'll buy that. We're going to need our windrower, as I said. So we'll grab the Pottinger Schwadkriesel 300, if I'm saying that right. So we can have it like that, or have the design flap on the side, which I don't think the design flap really matters for an extra $100. Like, we can just use it old school, I guess. And then for our loading wagon, get the Pottinger LW15. So it goes up to 15,000. You can have it folded down or unfolded. Then the wheels set up, we just have standard as well. So it's $675. So it's quite old. It has been, washed and refurbished a little bit, and it looks pretty good. So let's hope that it doesn't break down anytime soon for us. We've still got $2,000 left, so that's it's not too bad. Right, let's take this tractor back. What I'll do is I'll head to the shop. I'll bring back our tractor and our windrower and loading wagon, and I'll see you guys back here in a minute. Right, guys, we're back at the farm with our new sort of old bent tractor. Yeah, she's got 11,365 hours on it, and the paint doesn't look quite as good as I thought. Look at it; it's quite worn. Like the accessories are pretty good. The windrower looks nice and new, like it's been resprayed, but the tractor's still, yeah, fairly worn, and it's a good paint job. But doesn't matter. We didn't pay too much for it, so only 15,000. Can't expect too much for that price, I suppose. It's not like it's a brand new tractor or anything. It's used. It's second hand, so it should work fine though. Should get us through today, getting us done what we need to get done. So the other thing we need to do is obviously windrow, collect the grass, and we need to turn it into silage. So we're going to need to get a bunker. As I said, I think 5,500 is our cheapest bunker that I could find. So might have to cut down some more trees and that sort of stuff, but I think we'll be able to do that maybe towards the end of the episode and see how we go. But just want to try and get all this windrowed up and collected, and we're probably going to have more than we can fit into our loading wagon there, so we're potentially going to have to try and get that done as soon as we can to get that silage bunker. Otherwise we're going to have grasses sitting on the ground for a little while, and if it starts to rain like it's predicted at the moment, we may end up losing some grass, and we don't want that to happen because we want to bring as much money in as we can. It's going to be a fair drive too to sell the grass. Obviously we store it down here somewhere. We're going to have to take it all the way back up to the shop to sell it, so it's going to be quite a drive. I sort of was thinking a spot just over here we could put the silage bunker. Whether we put it in just here or cut down some of these trees here and put it in just there. I know it's not a very big one, so we should be able to fit it in here. I think pretty good. It's just a matter of getting the money to be able to buy it now. It's probably going to be the hardest part, but as you can see, this tractor is a lot better for us than the little Fergie. But we're still going to keep the Fergie around. It's not worth a great deal of money with the hours and stuff on it and the amount of extra use we've put into it, so there's no point in trying to sell it at this point in time. We're better off just trying to keep it and not worry too much about trying to get any money out of it. Just keep it on the farm for the future use and that sort of stuff. I think we should lift the back up if we're going to try and reverse. It doesn't feel like it wants to reverse very well. Put it on the ground still. So this is going to take a little bit of time, so what I might do is throw in a bit of a time lapse here, guys. So I'll be back once we've got all this windrowed, and we'll start to collect it and see how much grass we can actually bring in. So I'll see you guys soon. Righto guys, we're back. As you would have seen in the time lapse, the rain has arrived, so we need to try and get this grass up off the ground as quick as we can before it turns to just slop and, I don't know, sludgy grass, and it's no good to us, so we need to try and pick it up as quick as we can. If we're going to need to, we might have to store it over in this barn just ahead here where the bales are. Otherwise we're going to have to store it in the shed over here if we can't pick the whole lot up with this loading wagon. I think we're going to have too much. We're going to at least get one full load and a little bit extra, I think. I'm not really sure because I'm not sure on how good the yield's going to be. But yeah, I think we're going to have to maybe store a little bit until we can afford to buy our silage bunker, which will probably be next episode, I think. I might try and cut down some more trees between episodes, and then next episode I'll say we're going to bring the plough back out and extend this field quite a bit, so we can obviously get some better yield out of it, especially for our first harvest. We don't want to just get, you know, an average yield, so we want to get a decent one. So let's get this grass picked up. We'll see how much we have in there. It only takes 15,000 litres, this thing, so it's going to fill up quite quick, I think. Watch out for that tree stump that's there. It's already like 11% full. So, then again, we might go close to having just a full load, but see, there's only 3 windrows here, and there's a few more up there. But we'll have to just wait and see what we actually pick up, what we have at the end, I guess. Hoping we have right bang on 15,000 litres. That'll save us a lot of, you know, time and worry, I guess, having to run out the load somewhere, so that way we can pick it up again. We're up to 42%. I think we're going to definitely get a full load plus a little bit extra. We can sell the grass straight away, but the grass isn't worth much. I think what we've got at the moment, so for 15,000 litres of grass, we might only get, you know, $1,500 or something along those lines. So if we can turn it into silage, we're going to get a lot more out of the silage than we are just the grass by itself. So certainly think the best thing for us to do is turn it into silage, just to get that, you know, that bit extra money. Have a quick look at the pricing. Where are we? So grass is $80. Silage is 192, so even less than I thought. So silage isn't worth a great deal, but it's still worth more than the grass. So I think that's certainly what we're going to have to do, is just buy our time, dump this where we can, try and keep it so it's out of the rain and going to stay safe from rotting away too much, and turn it into silage and then sell it when we can. So that's a full load already, so we're going to have close to 2 full trailer loads, I think. And I think I'd like to dump it in here, because at least we have the opportunity to be able to drive straight through and collect it back up again with the loading wagon, whereas if we were to dump it down in that other shed, it's going to be a lot harder to use the loading wagon and pick it back up again. Right, so let's try and tidy this up a little bit. Give us somewhere to store all this stuff. So even these silage bales aren't really worth that much. As I said, I want to try and keep these. I don't want to sell these or anything. Try and keep these just in case time comes, if we get cows or, you know, something along those lines. As I said, you guys let me know what you think. Should we go cows? Should we go sheep? Should we go horses? Just chickens? Obviously chickens is going to be the cheapest thing for us to get into early on, but I don't think there's a great deal of money in chickens. So yeah, you guys let me know what you think. I think horses wouldn't be too bad. They can be quite expensive. We're going to have to ride them every day and stuff like that, so it's quite a lot of extra work. But for the income, it's probably not too bad. Right, let's get this last one out of the way. Right, there we go. I think what I'll do is actually turn around and back it into there. Try and dump it. I don't want to dump it too close to the wall because I want to have access to get in and out pretty easily. I want to make sure it's all completely undercover, so sort of why can't it be performed here? Okay, it won't let us do it in the shed. Can we start to unload and then back in there? No. Okay, well that's interesting. Let's see if we can unload it in the other shed. That is a concern. I don't think I can dump it into our silo. We might as well back in there and see, but I don't think we're going to be able to. If we can, it'll be awesome, but I don't think we can. No, grass is not accepted. That's what I thought. Oh, let's hope we can dump it in here then. Otherwise, we're going to have to just pile it up outside in the rain and just hope that we don't lose too much. Right, so I want to make sure it's... Oh, we still can't dump it there. Oh, it's really not going to be good. I think we're just going to have to dump it here somewhere and just see what happens. Just dump it out at 2 kilometers an hour. We should be going a little bit quicker than that, but we'll try and pile it up nice and neat so that way the stuff sort of underneath will actually stay reasonably dry, hopefully. Let's get the rest of this stuff off the ground, and we're gonna have to get that silage pit, I think. Somewhere between this episode and next, I'm gonna have to do a little bit of work and get that silage pit. That way we can move the grass, so we're gonna have more room to expand this field. As I said, next episode we're gonna try and expand. Let's take a screenshot while we're here. Right, I need to go into here quickly and go HUD off. There we go. Right, beautiful. You guys are wondering what I use. It's the player action camera to take the good screenshots, and also the easy development controls to be able to turn the HUD on and off easily and add and remove money and all that sort of stuff if needed. Right, so there's not much left to pick up here. That's a bummer that we can't dump into there. It's quite strange that we can't do that. Not sure if it's a map thing or if it's a building thing. That's bit of a bummer. So we're gonna have to find somewhere that we can actually store the grass and stuff if we don't have a bunker silo available. Think yeah, that tree, we might have to remove that tree. Even this one here, so cut down both of those trees to get them out of the way. So that's 2 trees that can go, we can get a little bit of extra money from. And obviously continue to clear that little forest out from behind the house. We can turn that into a field as well eventually. So we're going to get another decent amount. Whatever we have left in here we'll leave in, and we'll go and pick up a little bit off the ground and try and keep it in the trailer and undercover. That way it's not... Ooh. A slide there, the ground's getting quite wet. Tractor's sliding around a little bit. Yeah, so we can try and keep the grass out of the weather. We can keep it in the back of this thing. Be much better for the grass. Won't have any rotting away then. Alright, so just this little last strip, and that'll be it. Right, there we go. We're 72% full, so another 11,000 litres. So we've got, is that 26,000 litres close enough to? That's not too bad. I'm going to have to try and pick some of this up without rolling the tractor if we can avoid it. It's kind of way too big a pile, but as I said, we need it to be big to try and reduce the amount of, I guess, spoilage from the weather. Alright, there we go. That's full. Grass is bulging out the top. Let's get this thing under cover. Then we'll head inside while it's raining and try and come out later today and cut some trees down when the rain stops. So radio guys, this will be the end of the episode here. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. If you did, as always, smash that like button. Leave a comment, let me know what you think of the series so far. And if you've got any ideas for what we should do, what we should focus on next, let me know. If you guys are new to the channel and haven't subscribed yet, guys, please do so. It's been Britto. Thanks for watching. See you again soon.